I met a justice of the peace in Wyoming Territory and saw two kinds of justice done.
Herewith an Englishman's account of life and death in the West. As a reporter for the London Times, he writes his careful and unusual stories. But as a man with a gun, he lives and becomes a part of the violent years in the new territories. Now, starring John Daner, this is the story of J.B. Kendall, Frontier Gentleman.
In the South Pass district of Wyoming Territory, there is a mining settlement called Dry Creek. Carrie Chase, editor of the Cheyenne Daily Press, had mentioned the fact that a new justice of the peace had been appointed to Dry Creek. This in itself.
There's them says he done murder. Killed Big-Nosed George Haney's brother, Ike. That's what they say.
I see. Well, when does the trial take place?
As soon as I can get a jury to sit. Ain't no man in Dry Creek will do it.
You can't get a jury, huh?
Well, come on in the back. I was just making some coffee.
Uh-huh.
Here, take a chair, Mr. Kendall. You see, before all this happened, I was Widow Robinson, who ran the general store. Folks was decent and nice to me. Then I get appointed justice of the peace, and it's like I got the